Hey again, everyone. Welcome to the Journey's Mindful Moment. As you know, I'm Letitia Haywood. It's so good to be here with you today. And we're going to go ahead and jump right into our meditation. So I hope you're really needing this rest, the stillness for the next 10 minutes or so. So let's go ahead and take a comfortable place, seated or lying down, and let's enjoy our time together. All right. So finding your comfortable place, let your arms rest on your knees or at your sides. Become aware of your fingertips in particular. Let's start with your right thumb. We're going to move through a bit of a body scan to get us started and relaxed. So let's find our right thumb wherever it is. Slightly move your right thumb and just feel the texture of what your thumb is touching. Then let your thumb become still. Now bring your focus to your left thumb and move it around a little. Just noticing your thumb, what it's touching, how it feels. Then stop. Now become aware of your right pointer finger and notice the sensation in your fingertip and move it around ever so slightly. And stop moving this finger. Bring awareness now to your left pointer finger and move it around just a little bit. And stop. Bring awareness to your right middle finger and notice any sensation here as you're slightly moving this finger, this only finger, around, and relax. Now focusing on your left middle finger, just wiggle only this finger very slightly, noticing the sensations, and then relax this finger. Allow now your focus to become centered on your right ring finger. You can move it just the tiniest amount so that you don't move any other fingers. And stop. Become aware of your left ring finger, moving it ever so slightly. And now relax. If you would now bring your attention to the pinky finger on the right hand. Move it around a little bit. Try to note the texture of whatever your pinky finger is laying on. And now stop moving your pinky. And bring your awareness to your left pinky finger, the last one. And move it around slightly, noticing how this feels. And then stop. When you stop moving your fingers, you notice how relaxed your hands have become. Your hand guides you through your entire life, choosing things and lifting things and bringing things home for you, wrapping around those that you care about and squeezing them tightly. They deserve to relax fully. So let them relax. Now, if you haven't already, allow your eyes to gently close or let your eye gaze go to the very tip of your nose and become fully aware of what your hands look like in your mind. Let that visual go and then go to your breath and just feel your body breathing. Notice where you feel or notice the breath in your body. Perhaps you're noticing that pulsing, that throbbing pace of your breath moving in your hands now, since we did a little work with our hands today. Maybe you're noticing it in your feet, somewhere in your legs. Maybe the thighs or backside, maybe even your belly. I'm sure you might be noticing it in your heart. Notice what it feels like. And check in and see what sensation or pulsing with the breath you notice in your arms, your shoulders, and maybe even there's a sense of breath moving through the neck and the face, to the forehead and crown. Now let's try to take one full body breath, inhaling, and just imagine your whole body expanding as you inhale, inhale, and inhale. Notice that slight pause and gap of breath at the very end of your inhale, and then exhale and let your body sink in just a little bit more to relaxation on the floor or on your seat. I'd like for you to stay in this restful place, enjoying this relaxation, just letting the breath move in its natural way. No need to control the inhale or exhale, just let it flow. And just gently listen to my voice. Today I'd like to talk about a universal message called Ubuntu. This message is an African term, and it's a paradigm shift for many I know, but it represents the message of the world at large, not a focus on oneself, but exploring the power of humanity. We often see ourselves as separate from one another or in competition with each other. Sometimes we might feel jealous or angry if we don't tend to have the same accomplishments as perhaps others do, friends, co-workers. This competitiveness tends to cloud our worldview, and it definitely stifles the most wonderful human qualities that we all hold. In this time during our country's pandemic, social change, we've noticed a great deal more of community and connectedness, and that's what our term Ubuntu represents. It represents I am because you are, because we all are. A child is because of its family, and a child is because of other children. Family is because of the community, and community is because of humanity. Living, we know, as one being often breaks the bond of our humanity. We want to break this bond of me and I to become more collective as we, our, and us, so that no matter what I do or what I don't do, I'm not smaller or bigger than anyone else. This meditation is a simple reminder to ourselves that we exist because others do as well. No man is an island of himself, so I cannot stand alone. I know that I am an integral part of this universe, my community, my family, my teams at work. I am equal to all, and all are equal to me. My achievements, if I have any, are because of you, and your achievements, if you have any, are because of me. They are all our achievements. We exist as one. It's a beautiful concept, an opportunity to trust and believe in a collective consciousness and collective community, this universal knowing and oneness, so that even me, our children, my child, if I am blind, I can trust that perhaps your eyes are the ones that will help me see what I need to see. And if perhaps you are lame, my legs are there for you to use in whatever way you need them. There's a story that I heard some time ago by journalist Leah Diskins, and she shared the story about an anthropologist who lived in an African tribe. And in this tribe, he collected all the children of the tribe and proposed a game to the kids in this particular tribe. And he asked all the kids to line up in a single file, and he placed a basket of candy at a tree far away. And he informed them that the goal was for them to race to the tree, and whoever was the first to get to the tree could have all the candy. They would be the winner of this big basket of candy. So the kids were excited. They all lined up. When he raised his hand and he shouted, "Go," instead of racing off separately, the children held their hands out, grabbed hold of one another, and ran together. When they did all arrive at the tree, they grabbed hold of the basket and they shared and passed out the treats amongst one another. So the anthropologist was curious and asked them why they ran to the tree that way and are sharing the candy together in that way. And the kids all responded, "How can one of us be happy if all of the others are sad?" That is the message of Ubuntu. A little gentle reminder to see the world in this paradigm shift, that I am because you are, because we all are. You are human because of the humanity of others. So now, when you're ready, begin to let your fingers and toes wiggle right where you are. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Thank you all for joining me this mindful moment here at the Journey. I do want to remind you of a quote from Desmond Tutu, and I hope I say it correctly, but he talks about the message of Ubuntu and how it tells us that we can create a more peaceful world by striving for goodness in each moment we have in front of us. Thank you all for joining me today. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Well, thanks again, everyone, for joining us. And be sure to click subscribe on the YouTube channel, and also click on the bell, which is the notifications icon, so you can be notified whenever we post our next weekly mindfulness moment. Have a great week.